Well, we got some fan questions from Tatiana.
Yay, Tatiana!
What inspired you to write Finally Free?
It was just one of those moments where I felt alive, I felt here and present and like a human being on this planet, you know, with everything inside, just being like relieved of just being a human. And it just kind of happened. Yeah.
I like that song. What chains do you mean and what are you free from?
I think everybody's kind of chained up in things, whether it's really just being free of yourself. And everybody kind of has like things that they're tied down to, and really you can do pretty much anything you want as long as you break free of those chains that you're holding yourself down.
Oh yeah, I know that one too. Do you get nervous before you go on stage?
I used to, like when I first started, I actually forced myself 3 times a week to go to open mic nights and play my songs, because I wrote all these songs, I just didn't want to play them in front of people, and I figured that was part of the gig. So, but it took me a couple years until it became autopilot. Now, I don't get nervous per se if it's like a really important show or something. I get anxious that something will mess up and everything will fall apart. But ultimately, like, I feel at home up there.
I could see it. I would be afraid I'd fall off the stage.
I have fallen off the stage before.
See, that would be my fear. Right off
Yeah,
the stage.
yeah, I did. There was a curtain, and I went to go lean on it. Fell right off the stage.
I hope I catch something cool on camera. Or
I hope I fall off the stage for you tonight.
No, I don't want to get hurt.
It might be funny.
Who is your favorite classical composer?
I'm gonna go with Beethoven, just because he has this really cool,
I like him.
like, emotion about his writing. It's like different than all the other composers.
And who is your favorite poet?
Coffee stun.
Coffee Stun is my favorite.
Coffee Stun.
Coffee Stun.
Coffee Stun.
Decker, your favorite poet is Coffee Stun, right?
Coffee stun.
Coffee is done.
My favorite poet is
Oh,
Edgar
he's
Allan
saying
Poe.
I just now got that.
Edgar
Well,
Allan Poe. Oh,
that's my favorite.
So
Edgar Allan Poe.
I am still a big fan of Coffee Stun.
Coffee Stun.
Favorite
I like that one too. But you never answered.
I really don't read
You don't have-
poetry. I don't.
No.
No, I
Here's
don't.
my
See, Jenny would
Shelley.
go on and on about
I haven't read poetry since I was forced to in like elementary school. I should probably read some
Edgar
poetry.
Allan Poe. My son's got a book.
I'll go with that just because I know his name.
Because you know his name. What kind of books do you like to read?
Clearly, I'm not much of a reader. You know what it is? I'm a visual person, and I've read some books, and I get to a point where it looks like words on a piece of paper. So I just kind of like put the movie in. Like, I really like seeing things and seeing as much of the senses that you can have of something.
I don't read either, so.
Yeah.
Do you know any other languages? If so,
Poquito español.
now go tell that to Mikey.
Poquito.
For the Spanish, right?
Sí.
See.
Muy poquito.
See, I don't know any of it.
A little bit.
What qualities in people do you appreciate the most and the least?
I appreciate passion. I appreciate drive. I appreciate integrity and efficiency, honesty, loyalty. I don't appreciate just Decker altogether as a human being.
Poor Decker.
So anything that he is, don't be. No, I love him.
Everything that I embody.
For you not to like him, he's sure been with you a long
I
time.
know. It's a love-hate thing. We love to hate each
A
other.
long time, and I'm talking way back. I
Yeah.
miss those
to
days.
like- to
I
like
remember that.
2000.
He was hired for that. That's how we met. He was hired as the drummer for that video.
A long time.
Yeah.
You don't sound like that no more.
I know things change.
A lot.
People grow.
But my daughter loves that song.
Real.
Go ahead. I miss you. She'll start singing it.
We were thinking of doing a cover of it, like a metal cover.
That would be so cool. We should
No, we're not going to.
Now you got to do it
No.
because you said it. Or
You know,
you
we'll
gotta
try
read
to
my
rewrite
lips.
it and see.
Actually, Nick said that after I showed him the video. He's like, we should cover that song.
No,
Totally should.
no thanks. Anyway,
just
next
don't wear
question.
the same dress.
Right.
What do you consider most important in life?
Who asked that one?
Same one.
Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Love.
Love.
I think, and in itself, loving yourself, loving the world, loving people, loving things, like, you know, just loving
I agree.
other beings and the planet. And I
Definitely.
think that's my favorite.
Definitely. What life event have you considered to be the most life-changing?
I moved out to Los Angeles. That probably changed everything because I'd lived at home for all my life in Florida, and then I packed up the car and moved to the opposite side of the country where I knew like 2 people that said that I could live with them that I didn't even hear from them when I got there. I was like, all right, well, let's see how this goes.
Oh boy, in Los Angeles of all places.
Yeah, so just drive across the country with all your stuff and then see what happens.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that ever. Now, Stephanie Adams wants to know, what's your favorite mythical creature? I tried to tell her unicorns.
Yes,
I answered
I'm glad
it
you knew
for
that
her,
answer.
but-
Actually, just
Yeah,
Thank
I told
you.
her that, and she
It is
goes,
unicorn.
obviously, so she knew. And
Pegacorn, like with wings, like a Pegasus.
we talk about Pegasus a lot.
Unicorns are real though.
You think so?
They are real. They were at one point. They found bones.
I want to see a unicorn.
All it is a horse with a horn on its head.
So we can just find a horse and just tape a horn to its head?
Pretty much.
Well, not
It's
tape
real,
it.
and it makes it
but-
real.
We should do that sometime. Just go find a horse.
Just find a
Yeah,
horn.
good luck
They
with
have
that.
like those helmets at Walmart, you know, with the unicorn. You
I'm
just
so gonna get one for my kid.
do it. I want one for a
Come
little
in.
dirt bike.
We walked in the mall and saw a big giant unicorn that you could ride. It was a stuffed unicorn that you could actually ride.
I pointed it out.
Yeah, she goes, look, unicorn. I was like, oh, unicorn.
Why didn't you bring it?
Because it was like this big.
You're not supposed to bring it out of the mall. It's one of those ride things you
Yeah.
just
Oh,
ride
you
around the mall.
can't. You can't buy it.
You ride it around the mall. You rent it out.
Oh, you rent it
Yeah.
for in the mall. This mall.
This mall.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be at the mall later, guys.
Yeah, gotta go to the mall and ride the unicorn through the mall.
And get some gelin foot things or whatever.
Gelin.
He's
Gelin?
gelin. He's gelin.
Like a felon.
He's so happy that he's gelin. I want to try it. Like his whole demeanor completely changed because he got these gelin things. I wanna
That
try it.
commercial's weird. If you're talking
Gelin.
about
It's just weird. This
Gelin
gooey,
like a felon.
squishy stuff in your shoe.
Tegan wants to know your first tattoo and what age. Now, I don't know if he didn't watch the segment you did for Tattoo Magazine.
Oh my god. So this is my tramp stamp, which is the first one. I drew that when I was like 15. I was in high school. I lied about my age, obviously, when I got tattooed, and I went. My mom couldn't like erase it off of me.
Your poor mom.
I know.
Every time I look at her, she's trying to cry eyes. Always crying. She's like, oh, I got a new tattoo. Cry. Every time. She's like, I don't know about that, girl.
Yeah.
She's commented on a few of my things, and I was talking about tattoos one time, and she was like, "Oh, tattoos." And I'm
Yeah.
like, I know, because I've been working on mine for a long time, and I don't even have that many. And I'm like, oh, well.
Yeah.
It's like I don't have that many.
I'm gonna get mom tattooed one day.
You think so?
Yeah. Here, a
Your
little
sister
4-leaf
tattooed?
clover or something. April doesn't have any either.
Well,
No.
take her with you.
She didn't want to follow my lead.
You don't have any.
Don't
Come on.
follow my lead.
You don't have. Do you even have any room on your arms?
You know, I already kind of have the next ideas for what I want.
Oh, wow.
I actually still have to finish some parts on this part of my arm. But yeah, I'm gonna get. I have bow ties on the back of my legs, so I'm gonna get a like a garter belt that goes like a garter with a knife.
Nice.
That's
See,
the next thing.
I won't tattoo my legs because I never show them because I'm always wearing pants.
Yeah, I just thought it would be kind of cute.
I never wear anything with
I
pants.
don't even know. Like half the time, I forget that I even have bow ties on because I always wear jeans.
Yeah. Well, I forget I have tattoos to begin with. Or, like, I forget I have anything. And it's like, well, except for this because I always chew on it.
I used to have that too.
Always. Yeah. Did you ever? What, I
I used to
that's
squirt
the one I
water
saw,
out of
yeah.
it.
I do that. I've done that. Squirt water out of it.
I took my septum piercing out too.
Why? That was
No.
like, you've had that as long as I can remember.
Because every time I take a picture, it would be crooked.
It always goes
just
like
got-
this.
It always was crooked, so it just annoyed me, and I took it out.
I always saw that on you and his lips. I always saw his lips.
Hey, handsome.
Yes. Always. Well, that was all of those questions. Now we can do the whole band.
Everybody,
Everybody
gather around.
Woo! Now you can have
Let me
to
take selfies.
think that. Oh gosh.
Decker's taking selfies.
You can keep it going.
Stop
We'll-
the camera. Decker's taking
I'll let it be.
selfies first.
I'll let it be candid. We can do candidness. Candidness, because that's what Joe likes. He likes it because I can be candid. And he can't because he gets all nervous.
we smoke?
We're missing someone.
Nicolars.
You don't have to join.
It's because this entire time that we've been interviewing, Nick has been in the room, but because now we have to interview with him. Nick, you're not part of it anymore.
Nick, you're out.
Bye.
So long, Nick.
Fired. It took.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Are we waiting for him?
We can start and Nick can get in here later.
Yeah, he can join.
Still
This
going.
has to be done in like 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, we
so
have to.
Yeah.
we have to get ready. Yeah.
Okay, then we'll do it fast like we did with that. Well, 9 electric and awesome.
Huh?
What kind
of gear do you use?
Gear.
Drums.
know that.
I use a bass guitar. I use a head that amplifies the sound of the bass guitar, and some cables and a wireless unit, and in-ears.
And that bass right there next
No,
to
Brand.
I use I use Ibanez bases. They were actually really good to me, and they gave me a couple free ones. They gave me a full endorsement, which is awesome. And Shure, usually Shure in-ears is what I'm using. PSM 300, ULX, P4 wireless for the instruments is what I'm using for my bass guitar. And Mesa Boogie Impulse 600 head is what I'm using. I don't use a cab though. I go directly from my head into the PA, and I'm also using the a Pod XT Live for the tone that I use, which I feel I found a good tone and it fits the band pretty well. So
Good detail. Don't say drums.
DW drums. Zildjian
DW.
cymbals. Vic Firth's drumsticks.
Grab my coffee. Piece of pie.
And Evan's drum kits.
Evans. Oh, nice.
Tama hardware.
Tom. I like Tom.
So I use ESP guitars, Dunlop picks, Ernie Ball strings. I do use a Marshall head, a Mesa head through a Marshall cab, which I think, well, from what I've seen is kind of uncommon, but I don't know. It sounds good to me, you know. Let's see.
And if you
I've
like it,
actually-
somebody
I don't know,
else probably
yeah,
will.
somebody else might like
One
it.
other
I've
person.
actually seen quite a few people with that same rig, a Marshall cab with a Mesa Boogie head.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of European bands do that, but I just had a Marshall cab and I was like, well, I'm just gonna keep it. It sounds good. And then sure, you know, wireless and all that, pedals. I don't really have a whole lot of pedals. Mainly like a Morley Wah, chord tuner, Boss noise suppressor.
We make a gas pedal.
Should make a gas pedal or nitrous pedal.
Nick.
What's we're talking about gear?
Yeah.
Oh, hi there. I'm Nick. I play PV6505 Plus head through a Mesa 4x12 cabinet. Gear-wise, just like a Polytune tuner. I have a Ibanez tube screamer to boost the signal a little bit. Boss noise suppressor, line 6 wireless setup, and currently I play Schecter guitars, but working on getting some ESP guitars because those are the shiznit. They're my favorite. So, yeah.
I actually just got a new Shure wireless for my birthday that everybody pitched in. I actually had one that was 178 frequency, but I played a big festival at an arena and they were like, no, you can't use that. That's a piece of crap. So they all pitched in for my birthday recently and got me a new wireless that has better frequency.
I think I saw a picture of it. So, what city do you like to play in the most?
So far, I'm really liking Norfolk.
Really?
I got to go to the beach.
Then maybe you can come here more often.
Yeah, right?
Beach and this green room. And
Yeah.
catering.
We
This
got
awesome
that.
place we're sitting in. This is the green room, and it is badass.
Yeah.
I do have to say I like Denver, Seattle, and Boston. A lot. Those 3 cities. Always.
Yeah, I like Denver. Boise is really cool because of the knitting factory in Spokane. And I really like Florida.
It's not a city.
Well, yeah. Well, like
City of Florida.
Yeah,
There's
the
actually
city
there's
of
a Florida city.
in the country of Tampa is pretty cool.
And the state of United.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know who answered it again.
Answering that question is kind of like
Wrap it up.
favorite food. I know there's so many different places that I've really enjoyed playing. But Virginia being one of them. I really like this area.
We haven't even played yet. Where?
Yeah. Well, they're just treating us like
Oh no, I got hassled at the door to get it. I came in my PJs today and they were like, who are you? Where's your credentials?
Treating us like a real band.
I'm like, let me in.
Don't you know who I think I am?
Favorite movie and TV show?
I actually did get noticed. Somebody recognized me in the mall on the street though.
Grandma's Boy
Oh yeah.
is my favorite movie. And Game of Thrones is my current favorite TV show.
Yeah, I would probably say Game of Thrones is my current favorite. As long, with like South Park and Family Guy, all those. Favorite movie, I really like any movie that Hans Zimmer has done the score to, or Danny Elfman. So
So the movie could not even matter at all as long as the score is
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Danny
yeah.
Elfman
For me,
did
it's
it.
all about the score behind it. Like Inception was really cool, but the score was even cool. Amazing.
Yeah.
Blues Brothers is my favorite movie.
Oh, that's a good
because,
one.
yeah, you get James Brown and Ray Charles and Cab Calloway, Frank Holmes, and
Yep.
And Curb Your Enthusiasm is probably my favorite TV show because Larry David is such an asshole. It's incredibly entertaining to watch.
You're on your way there.
I try.
Favorite movie? Actually, there's two: Pulp Fiction and Forrest Gump. I actually like those movies a lot.
Glasses like
Lots of chocolates.
Of course.
I have two favorite new television shows now. One, of course, Metalocalypse, all the way. It's like I love that show. And the second one I'm just getting into. It's only still on its first season though. Is Vinyl. It takes place in New York City in 1973 about the record industry. How corrupt it was back then.
That is good.
Back then.
Back then,
Yeah, back then.
It's totally
Not
cool
today.
now. It's totally cool now. Movie-wise, I love my top three would definitely be Deadpool recently, one of my favorites. I love Forrest Gump and Good Will Hunting. Yeah, and then TV shows obviously Metalocalypse, Family Guy, American Dad. I also like Sons of Anarchy. I'm sad that it's over. I cried
Oh
at the
yeah.
end.
I got a Jackson box.
Oh, you do? Jackson,
Gotta call him a
that's
Jackson
great.
box.
That's
Sure,
great.
they're redoing, or they're like doing it again because
I didn't like the other
No, you can't change it now.
They also said they were bringing back Breaking Bad. It's probably a little.
Another one. They got rid of all the good TV shows.
Yeah.
Get rid of
Game of
them all.
Thrones is
all
still
good
good
things must come to
Yes. Perfume you wear.
Cologne.
Cologne, not perfume.
Ed Hardy. I like the smell of the Ed Hardy stuff. I know I should be wearing Ray-Bans or something, but. But yeah.
I pretty much just use Axe or any sort of like stripper spray that's around me that smells good. That she usually has.
Use my stripper spray.
Just inadvertently called her a stripper.
I usually smell like someone else.
Oh man. Okay, I see.
You come by it honestly.
I don't have
At
it
least
here
they're
with
smelling
me.
like a stripper then.
I don't have it here with me, but I always steal my girlfriend's perfume. She wears this Jean Paul Gaultier that I absolutely love the smell of, and so I would spray it all the time.
Deodorant. And sometimes Axe body spray. I can steal parents, but usually just deodorant. I smell nice
It
in
might
my
be
house.
stripper spray accidentally.
Probably is, yeah. Probably just like a strip club at some point.
Favorite shoe brand.
I don't really have a favorite brand, but I do just like, I like Western style cut boots. And I really want some Spurs.
Kick us in the ass.
Converse, that's pretty much all I've ever worn.
Yay, we
Yeah.
met.
All day I dream about sex.
Yes.
Can't tell who's
It's
the
a
hoe
funny
in the
one.
band,
I'm kind of pissed off because I forgot my favorite pair of shoes in a hotel room a couple weeks ago, and I'm stuffing these ones right now. So those ones get mailed to me, and it was my favorite shoes are Pumas.
I like Chuck Taylor's Vans and Steve Madden boots are my all-time favorites.
Biggest pet peeve.
Dirty pillowcases.
Very specific.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's like clean pillowcases.
Oh jeez, I don't. Let me think for a second. Go to
Nothing pisses you off.
Yeah, I don't really know. I like. Shit, I don't know. Maybe like on a grand scheme of things, being like, I guess told. Wait, I don't want this to be a religious thing, but like being told that like who you are is wrong by somebody, you know.
No, I don't like that either.
Yeah. Yeah, or if somebody thinks that they know what's right for you when they might not even be, you know.
That was so very deep out of nowhere. I like that.
That was so deep. It was.
I just don't like being asked the same question.
So what's your favorite pet there? What's pet peeve?
So why are you a tour manager?
Master tour app. Master tour app. Master tour app.
Time leaving today?
Master tour app.
My pet peeve, being asked to borrow money.
And the Jew comes out.
I don't know. I don't think I have any pet peeves.
We're gonna create some for you.
Yeah. They'll get around to that in the next month or two.
We'll let you know what his pet peeves are.
Yeah, next time we
On a non-deep note, my biggest pet peeve is the word pet peeve. I do hate that word.
Is there another word for
Isn't
it?
it 2 words?
Well, like both, you know, like pet peeve. It sounds
Just
like
the
a
phrase together.
Yeah, like
It sounds like a childhood toy.
or a pet plant, like a plant called a peeve. You know?
Favorite food?
Macaroni and cheese, my grandma's recipe.
That's easy.
It's one of my favorites, but out of all the foods, my grandma's recipe is mac and cheese.
Exact same.
Exact same?
I can't pick one specific thing. I'll just say Italian.
I really like pizza, though I know it's super unhealthy.
Never eat.
Fish salad is all we eat.
That's because they always get pizza and it's super unhealthy, but it's still delicious.
We haven't had pizza in a long time.
Yeah. I really, but like I've had to like watch what I eat because I put like weight on really easily. So I kind of try to eat healthy. So usually I'm eating like grilled fish with
Fish salad.
salads
Everywhere.
with no dressing.
McDonald's is a great fish salad.
She's like
Super healthy. They don't have
In
fish
and out,
salad.
double, animal fries. Boom.
I gotta go to this place.
Don't shake your head, that's my
last
favorite.
night,
You can't-
I still feel stuff from last night because we went and had these tuna melts that had like about 2 cans of tuna fish
It
on
was
each
really
piece
good
of bread
in
and
New
like
York.
3 pieces of cheese and these French fries and like I still haven't eaten anything since, and that was like 13 hours ago.
I thought you were eating when we got
We haven't eaten anything. We're starving, man. Feed us.
What kind of things gross you out?
Cockroaches.
Yeah.
And really like any kind of bug.
I don't know. Probably just like a deep uncleanliness of places.
Like the van that we all sleep in.
That was gonna be my answer.
but worse than that, because there's been some hotels that it's like really bad. Like I can handle like, you know, dirty laundry and that kind of stuff, but when there's like gum like on the walls and like there's like weird bile on the ceiling and the, you know, like things like that, you know, that's
Mixie.
They don't like each other.
I feel special.
We lived together for a while. She goes.
We all live together now.
Well, yeah.
Get used to it. It takes a lot to gross me out.
We can tell by your dating record.
Anyways, I don't know. Come back to me on this one. I have to think about it.
Damn, I can't think of anything yet.
Favorite smell?
Favorite smell? I think there are these honeysuckle flowers that happen bloom in the springtime, and they always remind me of childhood.
I used to eat those.
Did you? Yeah, suck the honey out of the stems.
Seems so unhealthy when you
I really like the smell of like when you get something new, like whether it's like a new magazine or like a print, or like if you get like a new guitar that hasn't been opened yet, you know, like that really fresh kind of smell. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it smells good.
Smell of
And
new.
roses,
Yeah.
by the way, and roses.
The end roses.
It's the smell of opportunity.
1811 Chateau de Kelly.
No idea what that is. Oh, okay.
It was.
Was a wine.
It was a
You
wine.
drink it.
You drink, yeah. Why did that smell again?
Yeah.
My favorite smell is that perfume that I like to put on, Jean Paul Gaultier.
So cynical. I'm just kidding.
I like my smell the best.
It does smell good though. I gotta give you
really
that.
love the
It does
smell
smell good.
stuff.
I
I can always tell when it's a girl in the room when she's wearing it.
Yeah, you can sniff them out.
I totally can.
I love the smell of.
It's like I'll be walking by and then
I like the smell of good roses. Definitely red roses, and a good wine. Smells awesome.
The roses.
Better roses.
Favorite animal, and I think everybody knows yours.
That's,
I'm gonna have to change my favorite animal then.
Everybody
either-
knows it's
I think
What
I
are
was a
your
cat in a past life or something. I like cats. I'm just gonna just say it.
Just say cats.
Just say it.
I do really like cats, but I also really like penguins.
I'm also a cat.
you know that I'm the alpaca.
Oh.
person. Yeah.
We all love alpacas. He's just favorite
I
the
really
alpaca
like
one.
alpacas a lot. Even though one of them kicked me in the leg and went to visit it one time, I still love alpacas.
That's love.
Yeah.
And Decker. Decker's my second
Yeah.
favorite
I'm a dog person. I love dogs. They're just so like they love more than anything else.
A slang or saying that you hate. That people say on fleek.
Oh, that one right there.
Actually,
Don't say
yeah,
that word.
that's one
That was my answer. You got it. You nailed
Swag.
it. YOLO.
Swag.
YOLO swag
YOLO.
420.
I forgot about YOLO.
Yellow's pretty bad. I don't even know what fleek is.
Like your eyebrows are on fleek.
Like
His hair's
on
on
point.
On
On point. On fleek.
Jaffiel. That's another one that's kind of annoying.
What'd you say?
Jaff felt like it.
Is that it?
Did it?
Yeah, you nailed mine.
All right, I have a game. Everybody ask her a question.
Ooh.
Battery's dying.
How does it feel to be here with us right now in person? After we've like the countless like Facebook messages back and forth. And, like,
Fangirling. That was her though.
oh. Oh, so no, not me.
Yeah,
Not
she's
me.
fangirling. Surreal.
Really? We're just weirdos like everybody else.
It's like looking at your pictures on Facebook or watching your Snapchats. You.
So it does connect, like the internet actually does connect more and you kind of feel like you
Yeah.
are hanging out and stuff like that. That's cool.
What's your favorite color?
Red.
Favorite animal?
Like I like
Say
zebra.
that.
I like zebra.
Zebras are
Zebra
alright.
unicorn.
Zebracorn.
Um,
Unibra.